Shannon Sharpe was talking to Gilbert Arenas, and they were talking about respect and how it's a two-way street. We all know that, but listen to how they broke that down.
The number one currency in any hood is respect. Don't you take your ass in there all of a sudden, oh, I'm better than you because I got this. Some people gonna say, I don't give a F who you are. Don't run that through here. They know I'm out of place. Hell. But I give everybody respect. A lot of times people make the mistake. They think because of who they are and what they have, man, some of them ninjas don't give a damn about that.
Oh, no, they don't. That's why I walk away. You walking in, I flip my pockets inside out to show $0 my number. Zero. I got nothing on me.
But when I was in college, Gil, I was on the west side. I'm on 37 the Bull. I'm all over there. But I know how to conduct myself. It ain't all that, hey, man, I'm mad. You coming out there think you better than, nah, bro, they chop you down. Get them their respect. I don't care what he does or who he is. Hey, I go to the barbershop, it's on the other side of town. I give people their respect, man. That's how you got to conduct it.
That's it. Okay, let's talk about that respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. First thing that jumped out to me for real, and I'm going to dive deeper and then get to the shallow waters, is it's a damn shame that Black culture, our culture, we always have to live in reference to this. Like, there's this equator, this line of demarcation between, like, Black success and the hood. Like, you know, like, I always got to go back to the hood. Now, it's mainstream for us. It's probably, I'm actually hoping it's the same for all different races, right? They like, but you don't hear it, and I don't think it really is. Like, they always got to reference. They don't have to reference the hood. We have to reference the hood. I'm from the hood. And then it's like, oh, when I go back, you catching all this? Like the navigation through the terrain of smooth paved roads and success and ascension and the hood. And when you go back to the hood, this was crazy about it. And I'm not talking about them because I'm guilty of this. Because I know how it goes. You got to know these sets of rules. These conducts, codes of conducts. When you go back, you got to give them their respect. It sounds like you respecting them. You ain't respecting them. You scared for something to happen. So all you going to do is just be like, you got it, big dog. Did you notice when Shannon was talking about the respect when he go back on 37th Street or go back to the west side? He was just like, no, you got it. You got it. Not even a real dialogue and conversation. Because when you go back, you like, dog. Your first thing is, man, I don't want nothing bad to happen. So then you like, all right, this dude ain't up to no good. This dude ain't up to no good. But the rest of these cats are cool. These my homies or whatever. So what you do is when something looks like it's escalating, you know how it is, something getting a little off script. Oh, no, you got it, big dog. That ain't real respect. That's just like, please don't mess with me. Please let me I'm only here for 2 hours. Please let me just get in and out, get my cut. Let me go. Because real respect is this. Oh, we're going to engage in this conversation. We're going to talk through this, but you know not to do that because, one, he a knucklehead. That ain't got nothing to do with the hood, just knucklehead. But two, you ain't there on that mission. You there on the mission to get in and get out. I just think it's so damning to like, because I used to be on the receiving side of that. Obviously, you grow up in Compton, you grow up South Central. Somebody was coming back there saying, I got about 2 hours, man. Be good to me. It's weird. I just thought that. So I could be overthinking it, but I don't think I am because I actually overlived it. This whole like navigation of the hood and this respect. Now, the respect is let me get in and out the way I need to do it. Let's start here. Because I remember this conversation, the loudest I heard it was when I was in the league. I was playing for San Diego. About to go to Dallas, and I had a white Rolls-Royce. I bring it up because I don't like the floss and flaunt. I'm just letting you know the real, because these are the dynamics. I had a white Rolls-Royce, and I remember buying it, and I was going to go see my grandma. Grandma still lived in Compton, never wanted to move, never wanted to leave, died in Compton, right? So I'm like, I'm going to see my grandma. Now, if I got a Rolls-Royce, you know I got other cars, right? That ain't Rolls-Royces. So I have options to pick something a little less attention grabbing than a Rolls Royce, a little less flossy, right? But I ain't want to do that. Remember my earlier point about respect? respect is really like a mutual thing. Respect is like, oh no, we on the same level. Respect. Not, oh, you not on my level, but I'm scared of what you're going to do to me, so I'm going to act like I respect you. So I was like, I'm literally in the garage like, don't drive the Rolls-Royce. And everybody was like, don't drive that. Everybody, that's what's echoing in my head. Don't drive that over there. And then I was like, I was going to drive a BMW. I think that was like my normal day-to-day car time. And I was like, why would I do that? I'm from there. I know everybody there. Not everybody, but enough. I could get in and out. But the real is, why would I do that? I almost felt like I was looking down on my people, looking down on my grandma, looking down on where I'm from. And more importantly, not letting them see me at my fullness, being proud of me and saying, damn, dog, that's how you doing it? And look, whether they were going to chase it or not, just to show them that we from this block can do this. Just material. It ain't life. You know, it's just a version of success. Just one slice of success. I wanted to show them that. So you know what I did? I grabbed that Rolls-Royce key. Angel popped up out the hood. Let's go. Now, can't lie. The whole way riding over there and all this stuff, I'm thinking in my head, like, because everybody done got to me already. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I'm going dolo. Go to grandma's, park it out front. And as you know, everybody like, damn. And then teddy bear here. So then it went from looking at the car to like talking to me, what's up? I was like, oh, yeah. I just got this. They were like, damn. Let me see, sit in and all that stuff, right? Love. And that felt good. But then I went back in the house. Nothing. No issues. Everybody was proud. Everybody was pumped to see me again, all this stuff. Leaving the crib. And I remember this moment like it happened yesterday. I'm at the red light. What did Cube say? At the red light. Oh, man. I'm looking in the mirror so I can see who can see me. South Central done put Ice Cube to the test. It wasn't a dude in the SS, but it was a dude rolled up. And this is to Shannon's point. And he rolled up. And when he rolled up, he mad dog. He looking in the car tough. He rolled up and he looking like this. You got two choices. One, you can act like you don't see his ass, right? Stop it. Or two, you can look at him. Now, when you look at him, you got a lot of choices in that moment. But I look, so I'm there, I'm at the light, and I look at him, and I go like this. And he go like this. And you know what? That's what Shannon and them were talking about. The fact, one, that I look. Two, eye contact. And three, I see you. And he was like, I see you. Even if we seeing different things, we see each other. And that's all it was. I swear, I don't know if it's true or false. But if I didn't look, it might have been a different story. I don't know. Then, I know something was going to happen. Then, light turned green. He hit me real quick, throw it up, and gone. Now, if y'all ever been to Rolls-Royce would have got it. Rolls-Royces are fast. Do not let that fat thing fool you. If they would have got, I'll just let him go. He wanted that moment. He wanted that win. He wanted that respect. So I saw that. I had to bring that story up, man. Beyond that respect is crazy because there were times where I would go over my grandma's house, times where I go back to the neighborhood. And like my uncle, like one time, this is bad. I'll give it to you quick. My uncle was like, hey, let me see your keys, nephew. Let me see what you rolling. I had an excursion at the time, Ford Excursion or something. I was like, all right. And I'm laying on grandma's floor, gave him the keys. He checking it out. Either I took a nap or I woke up or just was like, damn, how long it take you to check out my car? It ain't that big. And I remember going outside and it was gone. Took it on right. It was gone. And this might have been cell phone era, but he didn't have one or something like that. So I couldn't reach him. And I think my grandma was either paging or something. And she was like, he ain't picking up. He ain't hitting back. And it took like hours. I think like 2 hours. Then finally he come back. And I was like, oh, where you go? Because I knew if my car didn't get stolen. I gave him the keys. I was like, what? And I was really mad. But I was like, this is still my uncle, kind of like we were talking about with a kid looking at his dad. I was like, I ain't about to flex on my uncle like that. But I was just like, oh, what? And he was like, oh man, you asleep. So I was like, was I asleep? I was like, what? Said I boy, my grandma went off on him. And I was like, where did you go? And he was like, nephew, come on, man. I was like, where you go? He was like, I had to go see a couple girls. He went to floss. He went every girl he was dating to try and just pull up on him and just say, yeah. What y'all up to today? I was like, I just chalked it up to the game. That was funny to me. My last point about this one is, y'all know Big U, right? So I grew up, not when I was in Compton, my first 6 years and all that stuff, like when we moved off Slauson to his neighborhood. So I'm not going to go too deep into gang culture, but him and I did an interview before on NFL Network when I was working there. This is like 03, 04. Never aired. You want to know why it never aired? Because me and him was walking on Crenshaw, just doing this interview. It was wild. Y'all know where the graffiti wall is, right? The mural wall. And we were just walking there, and then we posted up there and started just talking real stories. Too real. But I'm not lying. When we finished and rapped, I said, you. I don't know, dog. Like, damn. First, I thought it was the most amazing interview ever. And because he was just him. And then I was like, on top of that, people ain't heard this before. And I was like, this is how I grew up. And then I was like, this is the big OG. And now I done brought it all together because I'm on TV. I was like, oh, man, I'm about to win me a Pulitzer. Forget an Emmy. I'm about to get me one of them. They didn't air it. It was just too graphic. I wonder for real where it is. That and that Drake Kendrick Lamar beef. I need to find those in the annals. But I'll give you some highlights from what he said. He said, I remember one time he said, these athletes come in town, man. And these hyenas, you know, the little G's, you know, the babies, they see the athletes. So imagine you at a club, it's a cat. They ain't gangbanging like they used to. You know, ain't no Pendleton on. They ain't looking like they in colors no more. They just regular old cats, button downs, chilling, right? He at the table with his girl. You know, he neighborhood star. He got the bad one, right? And then you come in and everybody know who you are. You recognizable, all that. You got way too much money. You wearing too much money. You get to the best table. Everybody scoot over. And this is what happens. Those ushers and security guards and your homeboys and entourage, they come in and they like bulls in China shop. They just, excuse me. They're like, we got to get to our table this fast. You know, y'all seen it. We all seen it. I've done it. And when you're doing that, watch who you bump. When you're doing that, watch who you're running over. When you're doing that, watch who you scooting out the way. Now, you get there, and then you post up. First thing you do, you standing on the couch or something, or you just high, or you just looking around, or everybody clamoring around you, and you just looking. And then you see her. Now, you in the zone. You may even be sauced up. Whatever you doing, you in the zone. And you looking at her. It's Adam and Eve stuff, right? So you just like, ooh, she bad. She with somebody, dog. Now, this your moment. This you at the red light. You can show, you look, the first thing you do whenever you see a fine girl, who with her? You see that dude, you probably don't respect him. If you don't respect him, you don't salute him, you don't give him his props, you don't just look away, whatever it may be. Check out this bazaar. He on it now. He ain't stupid because you ain't stupid. So don't play dumb, fool. And now, next thing you know, you try to sneak attack. You try to send homie over there, whatever it may be. Or he like, dog, he ain't understanding that he may be him, but we on the same level right here, right now. And this was the conversation we were having on camera. And so them young cats, a lot of times, not always by protocol, but a lot of times they call they big homies. They be like, hey, you know so-and-so? Because sometimes that could be somebody's cousin. I'll tell you this another time, so I ain't going to take forever. There were 2 times they had to hit on me. And both times I got bailed out because they put the call in. They were like, no, that's Wiley. That's so-and-so cousin. That's so-and-so little brother. Like, you know, like I just know some cats and they knew me. So he was like, nah, not him. That's the homie. So they get that call. And if that call comes back like, I don't know him like that. No, that ain't nobody to us. And you over there doing what you doing? Gas, meat, fire, boom. So we had 1,000 of those conversations on air. It's crazy. I could go all in. And there's so many more. Y'all remember that era where athletes were just getting jacked? I mean, I'm sure it still happens a little bit here and there, but there was a time you couldn't go to no award show. You couldn't come to LA. As soon as they see your ass at Denny's or see you at Jerry's Deli or see you at, what was it, Cheesecake Factory or Grand Lux for real. You doing all that high sign and all that stuff. You ain't checked in to respect. Don't go to the bathroom. Or let's be real. Sometimes it's just rando. Sometimes it's just not your day and it's going to be your turn. We know how the game goes. So tons of those stories. Remind me to tell y'all my Lexus story one time because, and you know I had to gotcha. They almost got your boy real bad right there. All right, so beat it up in the comments. Respect is two-way. I just think it's interesting. And I ain't want to focus in on the black culture. But look, I ain't immersed in all the other cultures like that. But I just don't even hear it from the outside. Like they got to navigate through so much just to go home. And when they say respect, like we said respect. I'm saying respect, but I'm really saying I just really want to get in and out because respect is a little different. You don't do that when you at home with your homies. When you in your safer grounds and environments, it ain't sounding the same respect. Beat it up in the comments. Let's have some fun with this one and talk through the real from the fake. All right, y'all. Coming up next on Never Shut Up, focus some comments into the Wileyism. That's next. Never Shut Up, Ranks TV and Reese TV.